I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders. I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from. She likely told other professors. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been
If she knew more about what you've done...
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never...
I'm sorry.
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabilila.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take.
He could become the most majestic giraffe. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear, and then he was gone.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, my mother and I tried to go on without. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge you?
No. Vengeance is not what drives. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She misses him. As do I. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my. That is a good question. In theory, yes. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been...
He was truly extraordinary. We all have our burdens.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rook. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do.
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to...
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Accio! Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here. Everything's all right now.
The Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards me.
Doesn't mean I dislike beasts. We had a Kneazor at our house. I wept when he died. And... Are you even trying?
Gosh, nothing more than luck.
Incendio!
Confringo!
Stupid one!
You haven't got a prayer. Potato! Head in the clouds, this one!
Potato! Stupid one!
No.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure.
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? I'm worried about a large albino dirical known as... If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen.
Seems you're more concerned with the feathers than the bird. But she'd be safer with you than with poachers.
Indeed. They'd pluck her feathers and likely kill her when they were through.
Can you tell me what the dirical den looks like?
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhang.
Why are you fixated on Gwynaira and...
Gwynaira is special. She's more attractive to... The other diricals seem to have managed evading poach.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white...
Oh, thank you. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
I suppose I should watch for Gwynaira. At night, apparently. This must be the dirical den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now where is Gwynaira? Got her! Now I need to let Miss Moffat know. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Hello. Any luck finding...
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwynaira.
That's incredible. Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Yes, but I'll be expecting payment first.
I suppose that's fair. I'm well aware of how difficult she must have been to catch. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, and she'll have a good life too, of course. Thank you so much for bringing me Gwynaira. I shall keep her safe and only use her feathers sparingly.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most...
Actually, perhaps...
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Protego!
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Lumos.
I cannot do this for all eternity. Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
If I had to pick one shop in
Revelio.
I can't believe she seems that strong. And why should I be impressed anyway? I don't want to find a dead person to look at. She's
I'd rather Howard be teaching potions.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I'm uncomfortable with the size of my legs.
I cannot do this for all eternity.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Eve. It was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a head.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps.
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just...
Perhaps I could help.
Really? Oh, that would... You're certainly of more help than Ad...
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Uncle Roland sent us back. He often asks after you and his owl.
Revelio. Bells must be upstairs. Aloha, Mora. found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps? Revelio.
Your brain doesn't fill up. You're entitled to your opinion.
I hope Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle, and I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly.
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
When the thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf. If you must speak with me, consult...
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls,
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course! All sorts of places. Ah! The little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago.
I am watching you,
muttering on
Mr.
about
Weasley.
your,
Mr. Redding,
graces,
who owns
sir.
Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
Mr. Gaunt! Where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading...
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuba pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem...
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis...
Something is...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Professor, a word? Professor Black. Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and
But the injury, Madam Cook...
Professor, more than one student has taken up blood, and they are fine now. The fact...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over
a silly game. I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the minute.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is in,
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWL?
Charms, sir. Non-verbal.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you...
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir.
What was that, Broom?
Nothing, sir. Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley.
Sir?
Ah.
Oh.
I've decided to give him a bit more,
leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle. Suppose I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapade to confronting Ranrock's loyalists.
What? Goodness. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the one...
Good.
Good. That'll be all.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Ahem! Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you! The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
I've always said that travel...
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Aloha Mora.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.